Welcome to this video about the number line. And to be entirely honest, this is quite a long video, so hold on tight. We will introduce the number line and see how it can help us with computations. Okay, let's get started. We usually draw a number line by a horizontal line with 0 in the middle. On the right side of 0 we have the positive numbers, indicated in red. On the left side of 0 we find the negative numbers, which are now blue. But what about in between those numbers? Anything to find? Well, definitely. Let's take a look. You can now see that we can divide the line between 0 and 1 in even smaller partitions. We number them from 1 to 9 from left to right. This is how we indicate decimals. So now you can find 0.3 or 0.8. On the left side the same thing happens, but now mirrored. We again divide from 1 to 9, but now we number from the right to the left. It is now shown where we find minus 0.2 or minus 0.8. And don't be fooled, this subdividing between two numbers can be done anywhere on the line, not just between 0 and 1 or 0 and minus 1, but also between 5 and 6 or minus 3 and minus 4. Well, good question. The answer is no. If you would want to find 34, for example, you would just have to move over to the right. Minus 21, well, that happens to be a bit more to the left. Yeah, sure thing, Pete. You can figure that out for yourself now. Now that we have some intuition for the number line, we are actually gonna use it. Let's see how we can get to the number 6. There are loads of ways to get there. You could take a step of size 4 and then a step of size 2, or first a step of size 1, then a step of size 3, and finally one of size 2. Try for yourself. Well, that was actually addition. Now let's look at multiplication. To get to 6 you could take one step of size 6, so 1 times 6. Or you can take two steps of size 3. Or maybe 3 steps of size 2. And finally 6 steps of size 1. Now that we have seen addition and multiplication, it is time to examine the difference between positive and negative numbers. Normally we write positive numbers without a plus sign. But you could actually add this sign. So when we discuss the number 4, we could also say plus 4. Now we can see that minus 4 is on the opposite side of 0. So minus 4 is the mirror image of 4, mirrored in 0. And there's nothing special about 4, just look at these other examples. Very good question. So you mean minus 6. Well, that should be the mirror image of minus 6, right? And that's definitely possible. So now we know minus 6 is actually just the same as plus 6. Let's do now some computations. When we have plus 6 minus 2, we first take a step of size 6 to the right and then a step of size 2 to the left. So 6 minus 2 is 4, and I guess you already know that. If we now take another step of minus 9, so a step of size 9 to the left, we see that we arrive at minus 5. Wow, that's a lot. But do not worry, little Peter, just take it one step at a time. We start at minus 5, take a step of size 12 to the right. Then 2 to the left. Another 7 to the left, and now we have to be careful. We have to do minus minus 5. But we already know that minus minus is the same as plus. So we just take 5 steps to the right. There we are. Minus 5 plus 12 minus 2 minus 7 minus minus 5 is just 3. We've already seen quite a bit, but we have not considered division yet. There are lots of ways to write divisions or fractions. These all mean exactly the same, divide 6 by 3, but we will stick with the middle notation. When you look at a fraction, we call the lower part the denominator and the upper part the numerator. And when you see such a division or fraction, we actually want to know how many times can I fit the denominator in the numerator. In other words, how often does 3 fit in 6? We can conclude 3 fits in 6 exactly 2 times. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. Well, this is weird, right? The numerator now is smaller than the denominator. 6 does not even fit in 3 once. But look carefully. You can see it does fit in there exactly half a time. So 3 divided by 6 is a half. Okay, crazy. Now we have to divide a negative number by a positive number. Is that even possible? Well, the negative number is to the left, but we make steps to the right. But we do know that we can change direction by taking a negative, or a minus. And minus 2 fits exactly 2 times in minus 4. So minus 4 divided by 2 is minus 2. Like I said, this was quite a lot of material to cover. If it went too fast or you need to have a look at it again, just replay the video and pause it at the difficult stuff. Do not forget to subscribe, because we have loads of mathematical videos that will help you to better understand what math is actually about and how it can be made easier to learn. If you have any comments or feedback, just let us know. See you next time.